Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope your day is off to a fabulous start. I have two candle reviews that are going to be going live on my channel here today. In this first video, we're going to be talking about the Vacation candle. A little bit later on today, I'll be sharing my thoughts on Bath & Body Works Bronzed Sunset. If you are not already subscribed to my channel and you are interested in more home fragrance content, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button right below this video here. That way all of my content will pop up in your subscription feed as it goes live here on my channel. All right, you guys, this particular candle here, I was so excited when this was released. This is a limited edition candle, by the way, so I'm not sure what, how long this particular candle is going to be around. I'm assuming for at least this summer. I'm hoping that they do make this a permanent part of their collection. If you are not familiar with Vacation, this is actually a sunscreen brand. I loved the fragrance of their sunscreen, and so when they released a perfume, I actually purchased the it wasn't even an eau de parfum, it was an eau de toilette, but I purchased the bottle of the Vacation eau de toilette and I finished it within one summer. I adore this particular scent. If you are the type of person that likes really nostalgic fragrances that maybe take you back to your youth, especially if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, I feel like this particular scent just transports me back to my childhood. I'm in my mid 40s, so my kind of prime growing up years were the 80s and 90s. And every single fragrance note that is listed in here just takes me back to that era. And it just reminds me, I guess, of maybe like happier, simpler times. You know, when you're a kid, you can't wait to grow up. But it's funny, when you're a grown up, you think back to when you were a kid and you're like, man, sometimes I wish I could go back and just experience that, you know, carefree sort of attitude again. I feel like this particular fragrance really almost brings that to life. I do want to say this is quite a spendy candle for the size that you're getting. Right now, the Vacation products, actually all the Vacation products on their website are 20% off. So you can get 20% off this candle as of today. I am filming this on Memorial Day. So I'm assuming this is a Memorial Day kickoff to summer type of sale that they're having, but it's 20% off. The regular retail price is $42. You can get it for $33.60 on the Vacation website. I actually purchased mine from Ulta when I had a 20% off coupon there. So I think it's definitely worth the $33 price point. But again, this is a very small candle. It's obviously bigger than a votive, but it's a one wick. So I don't want anyone to purchase this thinking that this is going to be some kind of house filler. That's not the case with this one. So, you know, just kind of level your expectations a little bit, but let's go ahead and go through the usual review here. I'm gonna tell you guys about the fragrance notes, what I detect with my nose, how it compares to the perfume, especially for those of you that love the perfume or just the sunscreen products yourselves, you know, if it smells exactly like it. And then we'll talk strength and throw and any burn issues. So let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, so the fragrance notes here. Well, actually, you know what, since we're kind of new to this brand here, let's go ahead and read through just a few of the details. So the Vacation Sunscreen Company, this is actually their signature scent. So this scent was created by perfumers for this company exclusively. They do call this a luxury perfumed candle. I'm not entirely sure what that means. I'm gonna assume luxury fragrance oils. I don't know. Honestly, you guys, I don't really partake in a lot of luxury candle products. I want to do a little bit more of that, but it is a little bit of a new category for me. These are hand poured in the USA. This is a premium soy blend of wax, so not 100% soy. It does have a cotton wick. a 100% cotton wick. This is a vegan and cruelty-free company, which is something that is important to me personally. This 6-ounce size does have a 50-hour burn time. So I will say I'm at the halfway point, and I've probably burned it about 25 to 30 hours. So I think that 50-hour burn time is probably going to be pretty accurate. All right, let's go through these fragrance notes, you guys. The top notes: petitgrain essence, coconut water, and coconut milk. The heart notes are bergamot, solar musk, banana, and pineapple. And the base is pool water, swimsuit lycra, and sea salt. Now, I feel like these notes, especially the swimsuit lycra, when I first saw that, you know, when I was looking at the fragrance notes, I was like, oh my gosh, like you really do actually smell. I don't know if you remember, like, back in the day, like getting swimsuits in the 80s and 90s, I feel like there was a much stronger smell to the lycra back then. You know, I buy Stella swimsuits, and I purchased myself some swimsuits as an adult as well, but I feel like that lycra smell isn't really there as much anymore. But you detect that in this candle, and it's actually, despite it being listed as a base notes, it's one of the first things that I detect in here. But in terms of, like, honestly, I detect everything in here except for that petitgrain essence. I don't really get that. But the coconut water and the coconut milk, yes, absolutely. Honestly, it smells like kind of a typical, like, coconut sunscreen type of coconut in a way. It smells super authentic. And since this does come from a sunscreen brand, that, you know, sunscreen coconut smell definitely makes sense here. I definitely get a healthy dose of bergamot here. That solar musk is so beautiful. There's a total muskiness to this one. It kind of is the same level of, like, almost like a coconut musk that I get, or that I got back when it was still available from the Cocoa Paradise. And honestly, which you're gonna hear me say again here when I review Bronzed Sunset a little bit later on today, it's really a nice musk note. The banana and the pineapple, 100%. And actually, here is where pineapple is actually really enjoyable to me, because it's not really the star of this fragrance. You certainly smell it. There's that really beautiful kind of pineapple tang and sweetness, but it's not overpowering, and it's not the only thing that you smell. The banana, yep, it's actually a very, like I wouldn't consider it like a Laffy Taffy banana. It's really more of like just a straight on regular sweet banana that you would eat out of a fruit bowl. The pool water, yes, you actually smell some chlorine in here. I've already mentioned the swimsuit lycra, the sea salt. There's definitely also just this kind of like salty, like aquatic note as well, like almost like that beachy, salty ocean air. It's a lot to have in a fragrance, I feel like, but it's such a great blend, you guys. I can't think of a more like fun, and memory like inducing, I guess, type of fragrance. And it's so good. Listen, if you are interested in the fragrance, definitely pick it up in the eau de toilette format. It is an eau de toilette, so it's not going to last you all day. Just hydrate your skin before applying it. It helps it go a lot further. Also, just pair it with their sunscreen. You need to protect your skin anyway, so spray the perfume over the sunscreen and kind of amp up the scent a little bit that way, or the lasting power, I guess you could say. The projection's actually pretty good. But yeah, you guys, there's so many times where I talk about wishing that I had a perfume in a candle format, or if I have a candle that I really love the fragrance of, I talk about how I would love that in a perfume or a body spray type of format. And this is kind of the best of both worlds, because you can have both. You can smell like this candle, and your whole house can smell like you, depending on how many of these you pick up, because let's talk strength of throw. So this is a 1-wick candle. I'm not going to try to snow you guys and tell you that there is some outrageous strength and throw to this. There isn't. This is going to do better in a bedroom, a more enclosed space. I have actually had this in our downstairs powder room. It's super powerful in the powder room, but I did try it in our kitchen, even in the front, like formal living room. I could definitely smell that the fragrance was, you know, in there, but the strength of it was fairly low in a large space. In just a regular room in our house, I would put the strength of this at about like a 3. In a smaller room, a more enclosed space, I would actually put the strength at more of like a 5. So, you know, do with that what you will. Again, it's a 1 wick, 6 ounce candle. So there you go. Throw, I don't know, the numbers would probably be about the same, but in an open concept style of space, I would put the throw maybe at more of like a 2. Like, it really doesn't travel very far. In an enclosed space, I think you have better luck just getting it to fill the room. But yeah, you would need multiple of these in a larger home with an open concept style and higher ceilings to really get much from it. I would pay real good money myself to have this one available in a multi-wick format. Like if this came in a, say like a Homeworks, like a typical Homeworks 18 ounce size jar. Oh man, yeah, like if I could get my entire house to smell like this with just one multi-wick candle, I would pay whatever the amount was. This is a fantastic scent, you guys. Like I said, it is a great like memory trigger for me. It takes me back to my childhood. If you like all of those classic summertime fragrances that remind you of your youth, you got to give this one a try. I do realize the price point with the size makes it a little bit intimidating, but it is a 50-hour burn time, and I will tell you that I'm at the halfway point, and like I said, it's been about 25 to 30 hours now, so it does have a long burn time, you know, for what it's worth. I do want to show you guys, just because soy blends a lot of times can get kind of sooty. So I'm going to run my finger. I'm really hoping it's not super, oh, it is really hot. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm just rubbing my finger on the inside of the jar here to show you that there is just a little bit of discoloration, but that's not bad compared to how some Bath and Body Works candles tend to soot. So yeah, a little tiny bit of discoloration. I've been burning this candle for about 3 hours at a time. There have been a couple times where I've forgotten about it in the bathroom and it's gone maybe just a little bit longer, but yeah, overall, I'm pretty pleased with the quality of this burn. Let me just try another side of the jar over here. See if, oh, I almost knocked it over. I don't want to do that. Yeah, so really, it's not bad at all. It's a little bit of discoloration. Let's take an overhead look here. You guys can see this pulled out very quickly on its own. There's no discoloration in the wax at all. So yeah, I don't know. I would consider this a decently clean burn. There's certainly no puffs of smoke coming up. You know, I think that discoloration was probably, oops, sorry. Was probably due to, you know, just letting it go a few more hours than I should have on an occasion or two. So that being said, I love this. I will repurchase it, and I have my fingers crossed that they're going to come out with this in a larger size at some point soon. I would be a sucker for it. So anyway, you guys, that is Vacation by the Vacation Sunscreen Company. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you would even consider picking this one up based on the size and the price point. And let me know if you are a fellow lover of the perfume, because I think we should start a club. This literally smells so good, you guys. So anyway, I appreciate you being here. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Subscribe if you are new for more home fragrance content, and you guys should see my review of Bath & Body Works Bronzed Sunset a little bit later on today. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.